Hello, I'm Jason Wolf, President and CEO of the Barrel Institute, and it's truly an honor and a privilege to be with you today as we introduce the winner of the Wendy Leebov Championing Experience Award. This award is rooted in the legacy of Wendy's work, of how we must all ensure we do all we can for those that we care for and serve, and care for those who show up every day to serve those we care for as well. She, in her work, exemplified the human experience, and this award truly is designed to honor an individual who has made outstanding contribution to the field of patient experience, but more to elevating this conversation on human experience and healthcare overall. At the heart of our conversation, this award is a great quote from Wendy that she shares from Albert Schweitzer. And she says, at times our own light goes out and it's rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted that flame within us. And that idea of lighting a flame within us is the essence of this award itself. So it's truly a privilege. It's truly an honor to introduce our award winner, someone who I can say personally has lighted a great flame in me and her support for our work and this movement around the world. Please join me in congratulating Carol Santalucia as our recipient of this year's Championing Experience Award. Carol, as much as I have a bio, is someone that, for those of you that know her, lives and breathes this work. She is the walking personification of humanity. And in her kindness and in her commitment and in her compassion to what this work is, she truly exemplifies all that we hope we can all be in championing experience work around the world. So to Carol, I just want to say thank you. And I have some formal bio information as well that I think is important because Carol is an incredible person. She's a seasoned healthcare leader who spent 28 years at Cleveland Clinic. And she spent some time on her own and came back. And as you'll hear Carol say, I believe she sort of grew up in the Cleveland Clinic, but I think at the same time, she helped the clinic itself in growing. It is through Carol's generosity, through her spirit, that she's created incredible programs such as Communicate with Heart, and helped elevate a conversation around the world on what it truly means to put experience at the heart, at the center of all we do in healthcare. Carol has her MBA in healthcare administration and degree in psychology, but also has been an incredible leader in healthcare. She was the past president of the Society for Healthcare Consumer Advocacy and was a champion as we integrated the world of patient advocacy into the Barrel Institute, and truly has helped to create a thriving community of patient advocates in our global community overall. But she also is a family member and has talked often about how much she loves her family and represents her family, as well as president and founder of the Carmela Rose Health Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping people navigate the healthcare system. And the contributions and accomplishments of Carol can go on, but I think it's fair to say this, that Carol is an individual who does truly light the flame in all of us. Carol exemplifies and personifies all that we aspire to be in this work. And so it's truly an honor, it's truly a privilege to again congratulate Carol Santalucia with this award. And I know we're going to get to hear a few words from you now, Carol. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jason. I am overwhelmed and humbled to receive this award. The Barrel Institute is an incredible organization. It is innovative, creative, brilliant, relevant, and supportive. And any of you who know me know how much this award from the Barrel Institute means to me. And I'm so honored that it is in Wendy's name. She is a dear friend and has been a great mentor to me. Her life is an example of empathy and compassion. I began my career in 1983 at the Cleveland Clinic. I kind of grew up at the Cleveland Clinic, and I appreciate every opportunity and everything that I learned there. I want to say a special thank you to Adrienne Boise, our Chief Experience Officer, who has always supported me in this work. And I also want to thank my fellow caregivers at the clinic for sharing this journey with me. I truly love them. I always say it's a real gift when you can do work you love with people you love. After almost 40 years, I am planning to retire. and I'd like to reflect on a few lessons that I've learned along the way. The first is to always remember the why behind this work. If we do that, it never feels like work. It gives us such meaning and purpose. Sometimes a great way to remind ourselves of the why is to get out of our office and round on patients and employees and see how they're doing. This also makes me think about that story that many of us have heard about the environmental service worker at NASA, who, when asked about what he does, replied that he's helping to put a man on the moon. This is a great example of someone truly understanding that what we do is so much bigger than our tasks. In our profession, we often have the opportunity to help others reconnect with their why, and that is such a privilege. The second lesson is to keep our focus on our culture. The scores are a measure of our work, not the reason for our work. We need to stay focused on creating a culture of compassion in our organization for our patients, their families, and just as importantly, for each other. And as leaders, we need to really focus on this empathy toward our teams. We need to lead with both strength and empathy. We need to be crystal clear about our expectations, and at the same time, we need to show our teams how much we care about them. We need to motivate and inspire our teams with stories of why this work is so important. And we always need to role model the behaviors and demonstrate our personal accountability for this work. That includes owning our actions and learning from our mistakes. And finally, my third lesson comes from some recent work I've been doing with our Office of Caregiver Experience at the Cleveland Clinic. It's not just about the patient experience. It really is about the human experience. It's so important that we include each other when we think about our work around empathy. Brené Brown said, "I define connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel heard, seen, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship." This quote really speaks to the importance of caring about each other. A dear friend and colleague recently shared a story with me. On a tour in South Carolina, they came across some huge oak trees that were over 400 years old. The guide told them that they had survived drought, war, hurricanes, you name it. She asked how they could survive and actually thrive through all of that. The guide said it was because they stand each other up. When one tree is not getting enough sun or water, the others bend to ensure that it gets enough light, or they rush water and nutrients to it. They stand each other up. This certainly can apply to our healthcare organizations. If we can focus on standing each other up, on supporting and caring about each other, together we can get through anything, including the hardest year most of us have ever experienced. In closing, I want to thank the Barrel Institute for this wonderful honor. I've heard that if you spend a lot of time with people who challenge and inspire you, it will change your life. You all have changed my life. I am so grateful.
Wow. Thank you, Carol, for those incredible, inspiring words, for your heartful reflection, for the acknowledgement of all of this means, and the recognition of how much this work means to all of us. You have exemplified that in all you do. And as you spoke to this need to stand each other up, I can only say that that is all that you have done. You have stood us up. You are truly a champion of experience, and we are forever grateful for that. So again, congratulations to Carol. Thank you all for joining us for this special moment, and we will see you very soon. Take care and be well.